Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of the East, there lived a wise old sage whose name was Master Koji. He was renowned for his deep understanding of human emotions, and people from far and wide would seek his guidance on how to find inner peace and happiness. One day, a troubled young man named Ryu approached Master Koji, with a look of fear etched upon his face. "Master," Ryu said, "I am consumed by fear. I am afraid of the future, of the unknown, and of the things I cannot control." The sage listened patiently to Ryu's concerns, and then spoke gently. "Fear is like a cloud that covers the sun, preventing us from seeing the beauty and light of the world. But fear has a root, and if we can understand the root of our fear, we can overcome it." Intrigued, Ryu asked Master Koji to explain further, and so the sage began to tell him a story. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in this very village. He was poor and had to work hard every day just to make ends meet. One day, he heard that a wealthy man was coming to the village to give away money to the poor. The man was overjoyed and went to the village square to wait for the wealthy benefactor. As the wealthy man arrived, he saw the poor man and stopped to talk to him. The poor man was filled with fear and could not speak. The wealthy man asked him, "Why are you afraid?" The poor man replied, "I am afraid that you will not give me any money. I am afraid that I will be left with nothing." The wealthy man smiled and said, "Fear not, my friend. I will give you what you need." With those words, he handed the poor man a bag of gold coins. The poor man was overjoyed and thanked the wealthy man. However, as he was walking away, the poor man suddenly realized that he had left his own bag of coins behind. He ran back to the wealthy man and said, "Please take this bag of coins. I don't need it." The wealthy man replied, "Keep it, my friend. You will need it in the future." But the poor man was afraid of losing the bag of coins and refused to take it. Years went by, and the poor man became very wealthy. He had everything he could ever want, but he was still afraid. He was afraid of losing everything he had worked so hard for, afraid of the future, and afraid of the unknown. He realized that his fear had its roots in the bag of coins that he had left behind. Curious, Ryu asked Master Koji to explain the meaning of the story. The wise sage replied, "The bag of coins was a symbol of the man's attachment to material possessions. His fear was rooted in the belief that he could not be happy without those possessions. But happiness is not found in material wealth. It is found within ourselves, in our own hearts and minds." Ryu began to understand the sage's words. He realized that his own fear was also rooted in his attachment to things he could not control. He learned that true happiness comes from within, and that fear is just an illusion that prevents us from experiencing that happiness. Master Koji smiled warmly and said, "Fear is like a dark room. When you open the curtains, the light comes in and the darkness disappears. In the same way, when we understand the root of our fear and let go of our attachments, we can open ourselves up to the light of happiness and inner peace." Filled with newfound hope and understanding, Ryu left Master Koji's home feeling lighter and more at ease than he had in a long time. He realized that his fear had been holding him back from living life to the fullest. Now he was ready to face his fears and embrace life with courage and confidence. From that day on, Ryu practiced mindfulness and meditation, which helped him stay present and reduced his anxiety and fear. Whenever fear tried to creep back into his heart, he reminded himself of the story of the poor man and the bag of coins. Ryu learned that fear was a natural human emotion that everyone experiences, but it should not control their lives. He faced his fears head-on, taking small steps towards them, which built his confidence and resilience. As time passed, the people of the village noticed a transformation in Ryu. He became known as the Fearless Lotus, for he had blossomed like a lotus flower, rising above the murky waters of fear and finding inner peace and happiness. And so, the tale of Master Koji's wisdom and Ryu's journey to fearlessness spread far and wide, inspiring others to face their fears and find their own inner peace. The legacy of the fearless Lotus lived on, reminding everyone that true happiness lies not in the external world, but within the depths of their hearts and minds.